Again, I don't know how, but he just keeps doing it. This is another 10 out of 10 chapter just off rip. This is also one of the most hyped chapters in honestly the whole Culling Games to me, and provided one of the biggest surprises of the Culling Games as well as a cliffhanger to end the chapter. Boy, does it really benefit not getting spoiled or reading the spoilers, because this is to me, reading the spoilers, you don't really get the full experience of the chapter. I'd rather just go into it without knowing anything, and that's just the best in my opinion. And I'm gonna be quite honest, I'm just gonna get right into the good bits of this chapter because you all read it anyways, and I just want to talk about what happened. So let's not waste any more time and get right into it. Now Maki has her epiphany. I like to call it Maki Reborn personally, but that's just me because it sounds pretty dang cool. Now we know from the last chapter she's completely free, and her and Naoya begin to fight when Naoya takes off in the air, and she's able to keep up with him now, and she's able to track where he's going. Now mind you, Naoya is in that complete shell form where he's at his fastest when accelerating, and he's picking up speed. And these double spreads of Naoya just blitzing through buildings and destroying glass windows and the rubble that's left behind, they look absolutely incredible. Gege has really gotten better at just displaying destruction ever since like Shibuya. I feel like he's really ramped it up in terms of showing how destructive like these certain techniques or moves can be. And basically now she understands how she can track them through her surroundings and everything that's just around her. She said to herself that when she had glasses, she could see curses. Now with her body that was given to her by Mai, she could see curses regularly like everyone else. But that made her too content on what she could actually do. It's not enough to be the same as everyone else, because there are only things that she can see and things that only he can see, referring to Toji. And I like that because Maki now using Toji as a reference for like everything regarding heavenly restriction and her body, I think it's just really cool because it's pretty much solidifying that she is this generation's Toji. I'm glad that he's doing that. Also, that concept of her actually being content with just being able to see curses like everybody else, I think that's a pretty cool introspective take on that, especially considering it kind of makes you think how long has she been feeling like the outcast compared to everybody else. Because even though she's incredibly confident, she never really gave off a vibe of kind of vulnerability when it comes to her kind of like handicap with the heavenly restriction. And she's able to dodge Naoya's attacks now, and she's just got this look of realization and satisfaction because she can now reach that level she probably never thought she could. And once again, more details and a perspective of what Maki's body is feeling now, and how a heavily restriction body like hers feels when it's fully awakened per se, saying there are facets all around them, and the air around them doesn't feel that much different, as she's just able to attack them much easier now, grabbing a hold of those facets. Also, I have to point out how funny Daido and Mio are right now, because when Makamo asks them like what do you guys want since you're incarnated sorcerers, and they just answer him with Daido talking about he just wants to cut things with his katana, he can let people think what they want about him, and Mio just wants to sumo more with these derpy looking faces as if this just wise words. It's just kind of funny. Also, I forgot to mention, but the time in Mio's simple domain is actually faster because it eliminates the binding vows and their effects, which explains why Maki breaking out of the domain was perceived as pretty fast, pretty quick. They still though assist in fighting Naoya, which I'm glad they did. Mio got like a headbutt or something in on him. Looked like, I know that had to hurt. And then Daido cuts Naoya again clean in half. And Maki kicks him and he like falls over like he just split open. I just wish Narutoshi kind of got some more hits in, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And when Naoya is sliced in half, all you hear him saying is, no way, no way, multiple times. And he's thinking of Toji and Maki being the same. And would you know he hates that? The level Naoya always wanted to reach. And it's being met by someone like Maki. He absolutely hates. And he's just losing his mind and screaming. And then he emerges from his shell, like his actual human body, covered in blood, with eyes looking crazy as ever, and everyone just feels like a chill like go down their spine or something, because Naoya, as he emerges, yells domain expansion. And that's the cliffhanger. Like, how do you end the chapter like that? I need more now. And we're going on a break, like, god dang it. Insane chapter and one hell of a cliffhanger while we go on to break, which I'm always cool with breaks because hey, you gotta give manga their needed rest. Plus, when Gege goes off breaks, he's notorious for dropping beyond Fuego chapters. I can't wait for him to come back from his break. I know he's gonna get into some crazy chapters after this. But I also want to just talk about this right now since it's on my mind. But Naoya's getting a domain expansion. I didn't expect that, but it kind of makes you just think, since we're gonna get it, what in the world can a projection sorcery domain expansion be? Like, is it gonna be non-lethal like a Hakari or a Higuruma domain, or is it gonna be lethal like the ones we've been seeing since the start of the series? But honestly, based on Naoya's character and personality, I definitely see a lethal domain expansion on the way, especially since we kind of been having more of the non-lethals in the Culling game specifically. And considering projection sorcery is based on 24 frames per second, I wouldn't be surprised if Naoya's domain looks like the inside of a computer, or something of like a film reel, or kind of like things that come off of like the movie strips. That's kind of the first thing that comes to mind when I think of what his domain could possibly be. And also Naoya's evolution per se, isn't it ironic how he goes from a worm to a cocoon-like curse form, and he breaks from the shell, and you see just how human he is, just the evil side of like humanity in a sense. Now, I predicted that he was gonna turn into like a demon moth butterfly curse form or something like that I thought was gonna look pretty cool, but that didn't happen. I'm not upset with it though, because this is also another, pretty much power for Naoya. Also, I hope he won't be fighting butt naked, but I'm sure the female fan base of JJK probably wouldn't mind that. Maki's on another level too, and it's pretty cool how like they're both evolving, like as they're fighting, like they're literally getting stronger. Naoya more so of like literal, like physically stronger, and Maki was getting stronger like mentally and emotionally and stuff. And I'm like beyond happy with this right now. And it looks like the Sakura Demon Colony is going to be ending pretty soon, in my opinion. It just feels like it's going to wrap up pretty soon, probably in maybe like the next 2 or 3 chapters. But Gege has been nothing but consistent recently in these Culling games. He's been dropping nothing but bangers. And I'm telling y'all right now, once the colony section of the Culling games ends, I'm going to do probably what a lot of other people are going to do. And I'm going to just reread like the colonies and just get like a different experience. Because the binge read versus read is always going to be different. And it's probably going to make you enjoy the colony battles even more. But that was all for this chapter review. Let me know how you feel about it down in the comment section down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you like more content like this. It will be coming on the way every week. I'll holler at you on the next one.